A world where a small-town girl from Louisiana rises from humble beginnings to become a global superstar, captivating millions with her voice, her moves, and her unbreakable spirit. That's Britney Spears, the Princess of Pop, who's lived a life filled with dazzling highs and heart-wrenching lows. From a childhood spent chasing dreams in a modest home to owning multi-million-dollar mansions and driving a fleet of luxury cars, Britney's journey is nothing short of extraordinary. With a net worth estimated at $70 million in 2025 and a Grammy to her name, she's not just a pop icon. She's a symbol of resilience and reinvention. But what's life like for Britney Spears today, in 2025? How did she go from a struggling teen to living a lifestyle most of us can only dream of? Stick around as we take you inside her world, her stunning homes, jaw-dropping car collection, current relationship status, and so much more. Let's dive in. Britney Jean Spears was born on December 2nd, 1981, in Macomb, Mississippi, a small town where dreams of stardom seemed far out of reach. Raised in Kentwood, Louisiana, Britney grew up in a tight-knit but modest family. Her father, Jamie Spears, worked as a construction contractor, while her mother, Lynn Spears, was an elementary school teacher who instilled in Britney a love for performing from an early age. Money was tight, and the Spears family didn't have the luxuries that many take for granted. Yet, Lynn saw something special in her daughter, a spark that couldn't be dimmed by their circumstances. From the age of 3, Britney was enrolled in dance lessons, twirling across the floor with a determination that belied her years. Her mother would drive her to local talent shows and pageants, where Britney's natural charisma shone through. Lynn taught her about perseverance, often reminding her that hard work could overcome any obstacle. But life wasn't easy. As a child, Britney faced the pressures of performing in a competitive world, and her family struggled financially to support her budding talent. At one point, they even faced the threat of losing their home, a stark reminder of the stakes involved in chasing her dreams. One of Britney's earliest challenges came when she auditioned for the Mickey Mouse Club at just 8 years old. She was rejected, told she was too young to join the cast alongside future stars like Justin Timberlake and Christina Aguilera. It was a crushing blow for a little girl with big dreams, but Britney didn't give up. Instead, she kept pushing, performing in local productions, and honing her craft. That rejection would become a defining moment, fueling her resolve to prove herself on a bigger stage. Britney's big break came in 1992 when, at age 11, she finally landed a spot on the all-new Mickey Mouse Club. It was her first taste of the entertainment world, and she shared the screen with some of the industry's future heavyweights. Though the show ended in 1994, it opened doors for Britney, giving her the confidence to pursue a solo career. In 1997, after a stint at Parkland Academy and a brief flirtation with joining the girl group Innocence, Britney caught the attention of Jive Records. The label saw star potential in the 15-year-old, and she signed her first contract, marking the beginning of an iconic career. Her debut single, Baby One More Time, dropped in 1998, and the world took notice. The song shot to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, and its schoolgirl-themed music video became an instant classic. Released in January 1999, her album of the same name debuted at #1, selling over 10 million copies in the US alone. Britney was just 17, and overnight, she became a global sensation. The follow-up, Oops, I Did It Again in 2000, shattered records with 1.3 million copies sold in its first week, cementing her status as the queen of teen pop. The milestones kept coming. Her 2001 album Britney showcased a more mature sound, while 2003's In the Zone delivered the Grammy-winning hit Toxic. Britney's tours were blockbuster events. Her 2002 Dream Within a Dream tour grossed $56.8 million, and 2009's The Circus starring Britney Spears raked in over $130 million. From 2013 to 2017, her Las Vegas residency, Britney, Piece of Me, earned a staggering $137 million across nearly 250 shows. She sold over 100 million records worldwide, earning her a spot as the 8th top-selling female artist in U.S. history, according to the RIA. Along the way, she picked up a Grammy, countless MTV awards, and a reputation as a trailblazer who revived teen pop in the late 90s. But Britney's career wasn't without its shadows. In 2008, after a highly publicized personal breakdown, she was placed under a conservatorship controlled by her father, Jamie Spears. For 13 years, she lost control of her finances and personal life, even as she continued to perform and generate millions. The hashtag Free Britney movement, sparked by fans and amplified by media like the 2021 documentary Framing Britney Spears, rallied behind her. In November 2021, the conservatorship ended, giving Britney her freedom and her fortune back. Since then, she's released hits like Hold Me Closer with Elton John in 2022 and Mind Your Business with will.i.am in 2023, proving she's still a force in music. Let's start with a look back at some of the most notable homes Britney has owned. These aren't just houses, they're chapters in her life, each with its own tale to tell. From Hollywood Hills hideaways to Thousand Oaks estates, Britney's real estate journey is as captivating as her music career. And as we look ahead to 2025, we'll speculate on what her next move might be, based on trends, rumors, and her recent life changes. The early days, Malibu and Hollywood Hills. Britney's first big real estate splash came in the early 2000s, when she was at the peak of her pop stardom. In 2001, she reportedly purchased a stunning Mediterranean-style villa in Malibu for around $6.3 million. This 7,400-square-foot mansion was perched on a bluff overlooking the Pacific Ocean, offering breathtaking views and ultimate privacy, two things a young superstar desperately needed. With 5 bedrooms, a pool, and lush gardens, it was the perfect retreat for someone whose life was constantly under the microscope. But Britney didn't stay long. By 2004, she sold the Malibu property for $7.9 million, a tidy profit that showed her knack for real estate even early on. Why the quick sale? Some say it was the pressure of fame. Others point to her whirlwind romance with Kevin Federline, which began around that time. Whatever the reason, Britney was already setting a pattern, buying luxurious homes, living in them briefly, and moving on as her life shifted. Next up was her Hollywood Hills home, purchased in 2003 for $3.4 million. This 7,200-square-foot mansion was another Mediterranean beauty, complete with 6 bedrooms, a home theater, and a pool. It became infamous during her highly publicized marriage to Federline and the birth of their 2 sons, Sean Preston and Jaden James. Paparazzi swarmed the gates, capturing every moment of Britney's life, and, sadly, her struggles. By 2007, she sold this property for $4.5 million, closing the door on a chaotic chapter. These early purchases showed Britney's taste for grand, elegant homes with a touch of old-world charm. But they also hinted at something else, a restlessness, a search for a place that truly felt like home. As we fast forward to 2025, that search seems to continue, shaped by her newfound freedom and evolving priorities. The Thousand Oaks era, serenity and stability. If there's one property that defines Britney Spears' real estate legacy, it's her Thousand Oaks mansion in California. She bought this sprawling estate in 2015 for $7.4 million, and it's been a cornerstone of her life ever since. Located in the exclusive Sherwood Country Club community, this 13,000-square-foot Italian villa-style home sits on 21 acres of pristine land. With 5 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, a gourmet kitchen, a wine cellar, a pool, and even a tennis court, it's the epitome of luxury living. Thousand Oaks wasn't just a house for Britney, it was a sanctuary. She moved in after years of legal battles and personal turmoil, including her highly publicized conservatorship, which began in 2008 and restricted her control over her finances and life choices. By 2015, she was ready for stability, and this mansion offered it in spades. The gated community provided security, while the vast space gave her room to breathe, a stark contrast to the fishbowl of her earlier Hollywood years. Over the years, Britney has made this home her own. Reports suggest she's added personal touches like a dance studio, no surprise there, given her love for movement, and a recording space where she could tinker with music away from the spotlight. The estate's lush grounds have also been a playground for her sons, who spent much of their childhood there before moving to Hawaii with their father in 2023. But the Thousand Oaks mansion hasn't been without drama. In 2024, rumors swirled that Britney was selling the property, with some outlets claiming it was listed for $9 million. Others called it a hoax, blaming a glitch in the multiple listing service, MLS, that falsely showed it on the market. Britney herself took to social media to set the record straight, saying she wasn't going anywhere. "I love my home," she reportedly posted, squashing the speculation, at least for the moment. So, where does that leave us in 2025? As of now, Britney still owns the Thousand Oaks estate, and it remains her primary residence. But with her sons grown and living elsewhere, and her conservatorship finally terminated in 2021, some wonder if she'll hold on to this massive property forever. Could 2025 be the year she downsizes or trades it for something new? We'll get to that later. First, let's explore another key property in her portfolio, the Calabasas connection, a fresh start. In 2022, Britney made headlines again when she bought an $11.8 million mansion in Calabasas, California, shortly after marrying Sam Asghari. This purchase was a big deal, not just because of the price tag, but because it marked a new chapter after her conservatorship ended. The 11,650 square foot home, nestled in the exclusive Oaks of Calabasas neighborhood, boasted 6 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, a chef's kitchen, a home theater, and a massive infinity pool with views of the Santa Monica Mountains. What made this buy extra special? It was near her ex-husband Kevin Federline and their sons, who were still living in the area at the time. Sources said Britney wanted to stay close to Sean and Jaden, even as her relationship with them remained complicated. The Calabasas mansion also symbolized independence. She picked it herself, paid for it with her own money, and moved in with Asghari, her partner of 6 years at that point. The house itself was a modern masterpiece, a departure from the Mediterranean vibes of her past homes. With sleek lines, floor-to-ceiling windows, and a bright, airy feel, it screamed new beginnings. Britney and Sam reportedly loved the outdoor space, complete with a waterfall and a built-in barbecue area perfect for entertaining. For a while, it seemed like this could be her forever home, a place to heal, create, and enjoy her hard-earned freedom. But life had other plans. In 2023, Britney and Sam separated after just 14 months of marriage, and their divorce was finalized by early 2024. Suddenly, the Calabasas mansion felt tied to a chapter she was ready to close. By mid-2024, reports surfaced that she'd sold the property for $10 million, a loss of nearly $2 million. Some speculated she was eager to move on, while others said the market just wasn't right. Either way, the Calabasas era was short-lived, leaving fans wondering where she'd land next. Serenity Estate, a family tie and a mystery. Another property tied to Britney's story is the so-called Serenity Estate in Thousand Oaks, not to be confused with her main mansion. This smaller home, reportedly worth $3.35 million, has long been associated with her mother, Lynn Spears. Lynn lived there for over 2 decades, and it became a touchstone for the Spears family during Britney's rise to fame and beyond. In 2024, posts on X and tabloid reports claimed Britney was selling Serenity Estate, suggesting it was a move to cut ties with her mother after years of strained relations. The story got juicier when some linked it to an alleged incident at the Chateau Marmont, where Lynn was said to have attempted a mental health intervention on Britney. Whether that's true or not, the sale rumors fizzled out, and no official records confirmed the property changed hands. What's the status in 2025? It's unclear who technically owns Serenity Estate. Some say it's still in Lynn's possession, while others argue Britney controls it through her estate. Either way, it's a wild card in her real estate saga. If Britney does sell it this year, it could signal a deeper rift with her family, or simply a practical decision to offload a property she no longer needs. Now, let's shift gears to her car collection, because Britney's garage is a rolling showcase of her success. First up is the Mercedes-Benz AMG SL63, a convertible that retails for $109,900. This isn't just a car, it's a statement. With a twin-turbo V8 churning out 577 horsepower, it can rocket from 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, the wind whipping through Britney's blonde locks as she cruises down Pacific Coast Highway. The interior is a cocoon of luxury, premium leather seats with heating and cooling, a 12.3-inch touchscreen dominating the dash, and ambient lighting she can tweak to match her mood. Paparazzi have snapped her in this beauty more than once, its silver finish glinting under the California sun. Then there's the Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren, a rare supercar that commands over $500,000. Co-designed by Mercedes and McLaren, it's a collector's dream, with a supercharged 5.4-liter V8 pumping out 617 horsepower. Top speed, a blistering 207 miles per hour. Britney likely snagged this during her high-earning Vegas days, a trophy of her reign as pop royalty. It's not just about speed. The gull-wing doors and carbon fiber body turn heads wherever it goes, a perfect match for her larger-than-life persona. She might not drive it daily, but it's a prized piece in her collection, parked like a sculpture in her garage. For something more practical, Britney rolls in a Mini Cooper-esque convertible, a zippy little number priced at $35,000. Its 2.0-liter turbo engine delivers 189 horsepower, making it nimble enough to weave through LA traffic. The soft-top roof drops at the touch of a button, letting her soak in the sunshine, a throwback to her carefree Crossroads days. It's the kind of car she might take for a quick coffee run. Its Union Jack tail lights a cheeky nod to her global appeal. Contrast that with the Mercedes-Benz G55 AMG, a $130,000 off-road beast. Its 5.5-liter V8 churns out 500 horsepower, and with its rugged suspension, it can tackle any terrain. The handcrafted interior, leather seats, wood trim, wraps Britney in comfort, whether she's escaping to the mountains or dodging paparazzi in style. Capping off the lineup is the Maserati Gran Turismo, a $150,000 grand tourer that oozes Italian flair. The 4.7-liter V8 kicks out 454 horsepower, paired with a throaty exhaust note that's pure music to a pop star's ears. Its sleek lines and sculpted hood make it a red carpet-ready ride, ideal for pulling up to a gala or a quiet dinner. Britney's been seen in this car around Thousand Oaks, its black finish mirroring her bold, enigmatic vibe. Together, these vehicles, worth well over $1 million, paint a picture of a woman who's earned her place among the elite, balancing practicality with pure indulgence. Her wealth isn't just in homes and cars, it's in her business savvy. Take her perfume empire, launched with Elizabeth Arden in 2004. The debut scent, Curious, sold 700 million bottles in its first year, netting Britney $52 million. Since then, she's rolled out dozens of fragrances, Fantasy, Believe, Midnight Fantasy, building a brand that's grossed over $1.5 billion. In 2025, it's still a cash cow, bringing in $2 to $3 million annually without her lifting a finger. Each bottle sold is a reminder of her marketing genius, turning her name into a scent synonymous with glamour. Then there's her literary triumph. In 2023, The Woman in Me hit shelves, a raw, revealing memoir that sold 2 million copies in its first week. The $15 million advance from Simon & Schuster was just the start. Royalties have pushed its earnings higher, with estimates suggesting she's cleared $20 million from the project by 2025. The book's success sparked talk of a second volume, though conflicting reports leave fans guessing. If it happens, expect another multi-million-dollar payday. Add in her music royalties, $2-3 million a year from streams of Toxic, Oops, I Did It Again, and more, and Britney's financial empire is rock solid. In 2025, her net worth sits at $70 million, a fortune she now controls fully, spending and investing as she sees fit. Personal life and controversies. Britney's personal life has always been a roller coaster, and 2025 is no exception. Her relationship status has been a hot topic since her divorce from Sam Asghari was finalized in December 2024. The couple married in June 2022 after 5 years together, tying the knot at her Thousand Oaks estate. But just 14 months later, Asghari filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. Insiders claimed a huge argument over infidelity rumors sparked the split, though a prenup protected Britney's $60 million fortune, limiting Asghari to $1 million per 2 years of marriage, capped at $10 million. He walked away with little of her wealth, and Britney retained her music catalog and properties. Before Asghari, Britney's romantic history was a tabloid staple. She dated Justin Timberlake from 1999 to 2002, a high-profile romance that ended amid cheating allegations. In 2004, she famously married childhood friend Jason Allen Alexander in Las Vegas, only for the union to be annulled 55 hours later. Later that year, she wed dancer Kevin Federline, with whom she shares 2 sons, Sean Preston and Jaden James. Their 2007 divorce was messy, with Federline gaining custody and Britney paying $20,000 monthly in child support until 2024, when the payments ended as her sons reached adulthood. Controversies have shadowed Britney's life, none more infamous than her 2007 breakdown. After losing custody of her kids, she shaved her head and attacked a paparazzo's car with an umbrella, an image that defined her struggles. The conservatorship that followed drew global scrutiny, with Britney alleging her father abused his power and siphoned millions from her earnings. Jamie reportedly took $16,000 monthly plus a cut of her deals, like 1.5% of her Vegas residency profits, totaling over $2 million. Her 2021 court testimony, where she called the arrangement abusive, galvanized the #FreeBritney movement. Post-conservatorship, rumors of lavish spending surfaced in 2024, with insiders claiming she blew through her memoir advance, though Britney dismissed these as exaggerated. Influence and legacy. Britney's impact extends beyond music and money. She's used her platform for good, supporting causes like childhood cancer research through the Nevada Childhood Cancer Foundation, where she donated proceeds from her Vegas shows. In 2023, she hinted at launching a personal foundation to aid mental health awareness, inspired by her own journey, a project fans hope will materialize by 2025. Her influence is undeniable. Rolling Stone named her one of the 100 greatest artists of all time, and Billboard crowned her the best-selling female artist of the 2000s. Her memoir success further solidified her as a cultural force, offering an unfiltered look at fame's toll. Britney's story is one of triumph over adversity. She's proven that no matter how dark the days get, resilience and talent can light the way forward. Her legacy isn't just in the records she's sold or the awards she's won. It's in the millions she's inspired to keep fighting, to reclaim their voices, and to chase their dreams against all odds.